Hi guys, good day, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are connecting from and your time you are watching this video. Please, this video is going to be based on basics of starting as a programmer in Python. Basics of Python. This particular video is going to cover how you are going to make your installations. You want to be a Python developer, you want to engage into web application, you want to go into Android app development and so on, both automation and machine learning. So all these are the basics areas you are going to get into when you want to embark on any of these projects. You must have to follow the basic ways, the basic things that you need to know. So first of all, for you to be a developer or a programmer, particularly in Python, you need to make sure that you have the necessary things that is required for you to engage into the programming stuff properly. So as an absolute beginner, what you need to do as a starting point is that you need to get yourself a PC, either a laptop or any kind of computer that can be able to write programs and run them. Then the next thing you have to do is once you get your PC ready and you want to dive into Python as a developer, first we need these three things. The things we need is your PC, you installing some softwares that we need, that you'll be needing to write your code, that is the IDEs. There are several IDEs that you need to install, but one is good. There are different of them. You can choose any one that you want to install. So, but in the course of this lesson or tutorial, we'll be using the VS Code, Visual Studio Code, since it's more user friendly and its interface is very amazing. So as a beginner, I suggest you get VS Code. Now to get the VS Code, it's very simple. Visit your browser. In this case, I'm using my Chrome browser. Just type Visual Studio Code, or you can just type VS Code. So let's say VS Code download. So this link is going to take you to downloading the Visual Studio Code. So here is the official website, code.visualstudio.com. so you just need to get it here. Click on this link and you will select what type of Windows you are using. If you are using Windows, your operating system, if you have your operating system to be Windows, you can download for Windows. You download for, if it's Linux and Mac, so you choose your operating system. Then when you are done installing, the installation process is very simple. If you want to watch the video on how to install this, you get to click the link below the video description to watch the video that will guide you on how to install the Visual Studio Code and Python in your computer. So when you are done doing that, go to download history and you get to history and you click on install. So you run the application. So the next thing after that, what you need to do again is, after this is downloaded, download is successful, you need to install Python, and the official website for Python is python.org. If you click on if you type python.org on your browser, you will be able to download Python, and I suggest you download the latest version of Python, which is Python 3.12.0, I think. So, but the one that your system has requirements is the one you're going to download. So we are not going to go into downloading and installing Python in this class. in this tutorial, but we have the link below where you can download it here. Okay, let's get started. So when you are done installing your VS Code and your Python, what you need to do is you go to your search bar and search for VS Code. You type VS Code here, click on it, and you get this screen here. So in this screen you are already seeing the VS Code. We have new file, open file, and others. So I have recent files. Yeah, these are the recent projects I've been working on. That's why you see it here. But as a new person opening your VS Code on your computer, you are not going to see all this recent stuff. So that came there because I've been working on some projects using my VS Code. So what you need to do is to create a Python file. And how do you create a Python file? Click on new. You can try to create your Python file on using new file. If you already have a Python file created, you can use open file. If you have a folder that you want to enclose all your things that have been created already on your computer, maybe on your desktop, you can click on open folder, and here you can now write you can now open the folder that you want to use. So in this class, click on open file. Now if you are using a VS Code, you are going to see this kind of drop down here, which is asking you what type of file you want to create. So for this project we are doing Python file. So what you need to do is just to scroll down to Python file here and select Python file, and automatically you will create a Python file. Then if you do not have, if you're not using VS Code to write your program, there are other IDEs. Let me say you are using Sublime Text. So what you need to do is just create a new file and make a save. So we are going to show you how to save. If you want to know how to save that file, it's just as simple as saving your document. The only thing is that when you are saving, make sure you are saving it with your file extension, which is going to be .py. So in this place I can decide to type the name of the file, or I choose my Python file here. Now I have my Python file opened. I'm looking at the icon at this file here. You're seeing Python icon. So this simply means that this code has this Python. This environment now is designed to write Python code, and what you need to do is to start writing your code. But remember that we have not saved this file, and that is why we are having it as untitled. So which means we cannot run this program without saving the file. So therefore you have to save this file with a file name of your choice, and making sure that you have your IDE, your file extension as .py. So let's do that right away. So let me say I want to save this. I use my Ctrl S to save my file. Then I have it here untitled. I can decide to say my projects. Okay, I already have a Python file extension here, but in case you don't have, we are not using VS Code, that you did not create a Python file extension before, you can just add your .py at this point here and click on save. So but in this case now we are having .py here, we are not supposed to have this here. Okay, let's go. So now we have our project. Established. What is the first thing to do when you create your Python code? Let us test run this and know if our environment and our file is compatible and running smoothly. So we are going to be using a print statement to display something. What is the function of the print statement? Print statement, its function is to print out something from the screen for a user to see. Just printing out something for a user to see. For example, we want to print hello world, so we have this hello world. So if we run this code, we are going to be seeing hello world as a printed output. And remember, your output is going to be running at the console or at the terminal. So let's try and run this code and see what we are going to be having here. Now, to run your Python code, what do you need to do? We have this here, this play button here. This play button here is where you can run your Python code. It's either you run it from here, or you go to your file and you go to come to here and click on run. You can run with debug or run without debug. So running with the debugging simply means finding an error and fixing it while you run the program. Then run without debug is just to run your file. So you can also run with Control plus F5, or if you're using a Mac, use Command F5 to run your program. So, or you can just run it from here. So here we have the output hello world, and that is how to set up your Python file. So now we have our file up and running, and we are now going to go into a different thing. So guys, please, this is the first video of this project, and I want you to follow up. If you are a beginner and you really want to make progress, you really want to be a developer on Python language, so I plead with you to subscribe to this channel. Just click the like button, subscribe, so that whenever we have a tutorial like this, you'll be notified. So thank you very much. See you in the next one.